Right here, Friday edition. Thank you so much for always keeping us company. And it's now at that particular time where we get to some serious business, bit of serious business, but not as serious as you would want it to be or you'd assume it to be. It's the interview moment where we have an amazing, beautiful girl right here with us. Of course, Brenda Nyambeki, who's doing a good thing, actually, sort of in, boosting the society. And many a times you'll get this question, what are you doing for the society? I mean, amid all these monies that you're making, amid all these things that you do, for yourself and all that, what are you doing to transform the society? And who's the society? Society is you and me. So that one course that you take and you sort of transform somebody else's life is very important. And out of that, great fruits are yielded. Great fruits are nurtured out of this. So I would want us to have her take us through her story and why she opted to do whatever it is that she is doing. And for that reason, I'll give her the orders of introducing herself. Good morning, sweetie.
Morning. How
Welcome.
are you? Thank you so much.
All right. How about you introduce yourself to us?
Hi there. My name is Brenda Nyambeki. Yes. What else do you want to say?
Tell us what you're doing. We want to know what is this good course.
Well,
I need all
okay.
that. Like I've given you that hype, so I want us to sort of confirm that.
So let me just. My name is Brenda Nyambeki. I'm a millennial. I wish I'd say my age on public TV.
That's good enough. That is
I'm
good
a millennial,
enough.
yeah?
I mean, it's
Yes,
great
so
confidence coming from a millennial. Trust me.
You. So I ran a program called Trapped in My 20s. I call it Trapped in My 20s because, yes, I'm in my 20s.
You're trapped in it?
Totally. Ask me about it. Yes, I feel so trapped because of everything that I've been through as a millennial. I've been through so much. Education-wise, career-wise, social life-wise, if there's a word like that. And at times I feel like the society, which is you and I, expect so much from me as a millennial, and I can't keep up. So at times I just feel like I should go back to my cocoon and just be silent about it and not talk about it. And I used to have those feelings about 2 years ago when I had to deal with some sort of with some loss. And I felt like, if I'm feeling this way, what about some other people out there who are going through the same and cannot really talk about it as millennials? Because, nowadays, people are hustling out there. Everyone wakes up to go do their things, and you're stuck there. You're feeling, I need to do this, but I chose to do this in terms of my career. I wanted to do this, and I ended up in some other field, And it sort of puts you in a lot of confusion, in some sort of web that you really don't know how to come out of it. Then I thought, let me just reach out to my fellow millennials, and tell them, everything is okay.
We're in this together. Right? Every other time there's always that feeling that you want a group. You sort of want to have people you can identify yourself with. Doesn't really matter whether it's on the negative or the positive, but you sort of feel like you get some level of comfort, when there's somebody else who goes through almost the same thing with you, and you'd love to hear their story. You sort of, get ideas on how you can deal with your very own situation. And I think that's a great thing, because back then, I remember myself, back then, and how difficult it was. It was pretty much difficult. And, sometimes you do not even know, and you just want to, that there are a lot of things that go through your mind at that particular time. I mean, you can contemplate very crazy things. And we had a session last week, early this week, where we were talking about the suicide cases, on the rise amongst the millennials, the teenagers. We're talking about people who are in high school and all that. And really, it was quite sad to know that across the world, after every 1 hour, within every 1 hour, we find 10 people, sort of committing suicide, And, the World Health Organization report had it that about majority, and most of the cases of death are suicide, within or amongst the millennials. So I think these are some of the things that we really much need to address, and I mean that is a great thing. And many a times we have left it for the oldies to address this. Most of the youth have not been bold enough to come out and tell their story and say that this is basically what we are going through, because sometimes there's that assumption from the society that all is good, all is well, and in real sense
they assume that we millennials know everything. Like, I don't know why they assume since you're so tech savvy we know everything, but in reality, Linda, there's so much that we deal with. From the people I've interacted with, there's a lot they go through, from childhood trauma to the career choices they make, probably to their relationships with their parents or siblings, to their financial choices as well. There's so much that we millennials bottle up within ourselves. that we wish we'd get someone to talk to, some people just to have a sit down and tell them, this is what I'm going through, what do you think I should do? But you know, the minute you call someone and you want to like probably just have a meet up and talk, everyone is busy, you know? Everyone is busy, everyone's trying to make ends meet. And so the Trapped in My 20s idea is, in as much as we are trying to meet up and tell each other everything is okay, we're in this together, I sort of try to also help them out. I try to look for counselors or experts in different areas and hook guys up with them so that they can get to go through the counseling process or whatever sort of help they need in their lives.
All right, that is very good, and I think we need to go into the details of this and just get to know how far you are and how far you've gone and how positive are you that this is going to help very many millennials. And you have highlighted something that is very important, that you know, many a times we as the oldies are never there for you people, and this has squarely been blamed on the parents, because I am assuming, you know what, you are a child from someone, or you know, someone is guiding your guardian at that particular time, so they are supposed to go an extra mile to sort of welcome you to this world, you know, and to these changes that come along with it. So do you sort of feel like the parents have failed in a way in terms of how they have they're parenting you people?
I wouldn't say they've totally failed. I wouldn't say they've totally failed.
No chills, don't get scared of that.
No,
they need to know that, so that they need to know that so that they can fix.
Scared.
All right.
I feel like the upbringing they gave us was okay, but I feel like it got to a point, I'll tell you this for sure, when I turned 18, my mom was like, yo Brenda, I'm done with you. I was like, and that's when I needed her the most. I know. But I feel like it got to a point, it gets to a point, parents feel like we have everything under control, you know, from childbirth to, I think, our teenagers, we're cool with them, everything is okay, they're always checking up on us, yo, where are you, it's time to be back home. But the minute you turn 18, it's okay, we are adults, but
is it not what you guys want? You know, at 18, please don't bother me with these phone calls.
But you know, you get to 18 and you feel like, yes, I have the whole world to me. But again, there's so much responsibilities for you to do. With that, But you still, for me, I feel like the parents, the minute they let go of us, they shouldn't let go of us like fully. Just be there for us as well. Just check up on us as well. Ask us, what are you doing? What, you know, at that age of 18 or 20s, they should still be there.
I think I agree, because I have been there, really. I have been there. But I would love for you to sort of talk to that millennial, you know, or that young girl who's headed there, or that young boy who's headed there. They would be wondering, you know, they would be asking this question, what sort of responsibilities are we talking about right now? What is this heavy burden that you feel, you know, parents need to step in, you know, the society needs to step in and address? Because we always assume, you know what, your mom will be like, okay, I'm getting you the dress, I'm getting you the hair done, I'm getting everything for you. I am ensuring that you are in school and you're comfortable and you're in campus life and everything. So all is well. It is up to you now to come and tell me, okay, I think I need this, I think this is not right and everything. So if you do not say it, then my assumption will be, oh, all is well. Yes.
I think you know, we're born in different backgrounds.
Yes.
But the thing is, okay, once I'm 18 and you still get me these things, I feel as a parent you should just tell me, yo, you need to step up your game. I won't be there every day of your life. You need to up your financial game. Start doing some to hustle ndogo. Start getting your own money. You know. And probably if I get to 18 and I start doing my own things and start having my money, come in as well and advise me what to do with my money, how to save my money, because that's also a big challenge in our lives as millennials. Tell me how to invest, you know, tell me which projects to do, which projects not to do, because you know, at times we millennials get money, you know, probably in a week you can get even more than 20 G's and end up probably betting
nothing. You know what, surprisingly, I am going to put my brother, you know, on the spot right here on national television. And not my parents and not every other time. I remember I sort of started making money at a very tender age, and you know, I'm taking your moment to just tell this story out there, and I think sort of say that I feel what you guys are going through. So after getting money at this tender age, there was nobody to tell me that, you know what, you can do this and this with this money, and I could be there. You know, I love fashion, so I would buy a dress like every other day,
and it's just
hey, and there's I mean, you're comfortable with that. And as time you know, sort of went by, you know, age was catching up equally, and you know, responsibilities were even higher and everything, and maybe reached a point whereby this money was no longer there. You probably lost that particular job or anything. So again, you get to another job, and this is the time that he sends you a message and says, you know what, I hope you save. I'm like, if you told me this like 5 years ago, I would have been I would be somewhere else, you know. So I sort of felt like dropping a message and just saying, you know, keep it to yourself. But then again, I was like, oh yeah, thank you and everything. So I think I agree where you're coming from. But most importantly, let's go into this. So what got, I mean, we already know what got you doing this. So how is it that you do, like, how are you doing it? Because then again, if you've not gotten this platform, so how are you reaching out to these youths, of course, aside from the ones who are close to you?
Social media.
All right.
I use my pages on social media to just get guys on board, and also friends, because I have millennial friends, of course. So we talk, we interact, because when I started this thing, I just didn't wake up and decide, yo, I'm doing Trapped in My 20s. I had talked with some different guys, and they're like, you know, I'm going through this and I feel like this is not going to work. I feel like I'm stuck. So I thought we can do Trapped in My 20s and just meet up and share our stories. So it's basically social media. I wouldn't like social media and friends.
Right.
I really do not have, and just trying to look for interviews, exposure, networking as well. Yeah.
All right. Telling the story could not just be enough, and you know, sitting down and talking, yes, could sort of lighten the burden, but it's still not enough. Encouraging each other could lighten the burden, but it's still not enough. So what is this extra thing that you're planning to do, or you are doing, to ensure that indeed these troubles are addressed?
I have partnered with some 3 counselors. So far, I just brought one on board to help us with that time we were handling finances. So one expert was on board to tell us how to save our money, like once you get your money, what to do, how to save. So what I'm planning to do as well is to bring more experts on board, because we tackle different topics monthly. We do relationships, finances, career choices. So I'm planning to bring different experts on board as well to advise us, and as much as we share our stories, for them to tell us, yo, you want to do this, but it's not practical, you know. So the experts will come on board and guide us, hold our hands as well. Even our parents are coming on board as well.
That was my next question. I mean, are you getting this support from your parents and
all
that?
Our parents are surely coming on board, especially when we talk of relationships with our siblings and parents. Our parents have to be on board.
I know, right? All right. Great job that you guys are doing. I mean, let's talk